The following is a clip of the criminal, public figure, and male sex worker known as Donny Long. As of current, he appears to be attempting to extort a webcam company known as ManyVids, and its CEO specifically, a woman known as Bella French. In the following clip, Donny appears to rationalize his actions by stating that ManyVids caused the suicides of two male, low-tier sex workers known as Brandon Iron and Joe Blow, who likely violated the ManyVids terms of service, which would have resulted in their justifiable suspensions from the platforms as producers and performers. Donny's theory isn't only ridiculous, but points towards his being severely mentally ill due to 1. It being completely irrational to blame an adult content platform for an individual's choice to become a male sex worker. 2. The named individual, Brandon Iron, having a history of irresponsible and reckless behavior. 3. Joe Blow likely being alive and well, but no longer wanting to be associated with the adult entertainment industry due to his criminal and apparently mentally unstable ex, Donny Long. The reality is, Donny Long today is alone, broke, has 3 children, can't afford a permanent residence, and is in severe legal trouble. He doesn't know what to do, so he's blaming everyone but himself.
Hey guys, Donny Long here again, and I want to do a video about ManyVids and Joe Blow. He was a very dear friend of mine. I'm gonna try to make this video YouTube friendly so it stays there. But the fruitcake fairies that work at YouTube will end up taking it down because it speaks facts about their disease-ridden asses and how they have caused HIV breakouts in every breakout in the history of the adult industry. Anyways, Joe Blow, like Brandon Iron, me, and on, I'm not going to sit here and name them all, was a straight male performer. And Joe Blow was actually the one that told me about Thailand and got me to move to Thailand. A lot of people speculated that me and him were good friends, and it is true. I'm going to come out and say it. He was a dear friend of mine. And I'm going to get to why I'm saying this and why I'm releasing all this information. Joe Blow actually lived with me in Thailand. He moved into my house that I rented. I had a big house that I rented with my ex-wife and my daughter in Thailand. And at one point, he even moved down. I told him, come on down. And he moved down from Los Angeles and was staying in my house in the spare guest bedroom. Okay? The last I talked to the man was the last place I lived in Thailand, which was in Chiang Mai. So the last I've heard from him and the last I knew, he was living in Chiang Mai. And if you're alive, Joe, and you're seeing this, I don't mean to out your location, because I know you're paranoid about people finding you or whatever. That's not the intention of this. But I need to release this, and I'll tell you why. It looks like Joe Blow has committed suicide. Hopefully that's not the case. Other people that know him can maybe confirm. Because I have not been able to contact him in a long time. And I can't get into too much detail, but I know places that he normally is online that he hasn't been in about 9 months. I gotta look at the exact dates, but that sounds about right, 9 months, because this morning I was Googling American deaths in Chiang Mai, and I found a foreigner that jumped from the 10th story about 9 months ago. And I don't think it's a coincidence either. As you all well seen on Brandon Iron's Instagram, his whole feed was ManyVids.com, ManyVids.com, ManyVids.com. Every freaking post for years. Brandon Iron was addicted to ManyVids all day and night, and that was his only source of income. And when Bella French and the fruitcake fairies that work for her pulled his account without reason, without cause, just because he's a straight white male, he killed himself. And you know, I have a feeling that the same thing happened to Joe Blow. Because I know he got banned off the platform, and it was about 9 months ago. I want you to Google American deaths in Chiang Mai, and you're going to see what I'm talking about. That there's an American foreigner in Chiang Mai that jumped from the 10th story and killed himself about 9 months ago. And if you connect the dots from the time he got banned on ManyVids and the time he disappeared online, it all makes sense. And just to confirm even more what I'm saying, and again, Joe, I don't mean to release this if you didn't want people to know, but I think most people know and it's not a big deal. Actually, no, I'm not even going to release what website I'm talking about. But there's a website that's a very good one-word domain. I won't even say what it is. People that know him, his friends, you guys, know which domain I'm talking about. Go check out his domain. The server's down. The server hasn't been paid for. I don't know how long. I checked it today, probably for the last 9 months. The domain is active. It expires sometime in 2020. I forgot what month. The last time the domain was updated was about 9 months ago. So I'm sure that if XBiz or AVN or any of the gay mafia run adult news sites pick up on this, because I'm the one that's breaking the news, they won't talk about who he really was and why he died. They're probably going to just avoid it altogether because he's a straight white male. They'll probably not even publicize the fact that he's dead, even if he did die. And if they do, they'll slander and libel him and blame it on something else. But I'm telling you now, the fact of the matter is, if that man killed himself, the reason was because of that fucking bitch, Bella French, her fruitcake fairy, terrorist Muslim boyfriend, the COO of the company, and her gay mafia crew in the office that bully straights off the platform like they've done to me, and Brandon Iron and several others. If he is alive, somebody please post that he's alive, but I don't think he is. Unfortunately, I think Bella French has driven this straight male to suicide like she did to Brandon Iron. And just a little message for the straight male adult industry army, the straight guys that are left. We can't allow this shit. This Bella French and this ManyVids needs to be put down. This needs to stop. We will not allow them to bully people to suicide like this. This is not right. Over and out.
We consider ourselves an inclusive community where we have MV stars, and MV stars, they can be from regular girls that want to explore their sexuality, trans models, gays, everyone is welcome, and we're very close to reaching 2 million members. What sets us apart by far is the fact that we care tremendously about our MV stars, our content creators. I have a background being a cam girl myself. I understand their struggles. I understand what they need. So that's what we thrive to give them as successful independent entrepreneurs, and they are viewed as just regular people. They have a job that they do like everyone else. It just happens to be that they do sex work. There's 100% still a stigma being associated with sex workers. It's a $97 billion industry. 30% of searches on the internet are for pornography. We dig in and we do like what needs to be done so that there's better rules and there's better things put in place so that the adult performers are respected and treated well. First of all, to be able to upload content on ManyVids.com, you have to provide us with a government ID. You have to hold it next to your face so we can identify that it's really you that is in the ID. So that's the first thing. All our content creators, they know that if they upload content that goes against our rules and regulations, that they will get banned for life, and that they usually don't want, so they're very careful about that. And we also work with third-party companies that help us scan scan the site constantly to make sure that everything respects our rules. And I would say that we are one of the best clip site adult community out there to respect those rules. Anything that is slightly too much or that we think is not respectful, we take it down. We are expanding extremely fast. We started 4 years ago with big dreams, and now we're 85 team members, and we're gonna expand a lot, and we're hoping that to attract really amazing coders and amazing people that want to make a difference and want to work for a company that has a clear vision and mission to help change the world.